Mel Gibson, now serving as Trump's handpicked ambassador to Hollywood, has sent shockwaves through the industry, with claims that the so-called freak-off tapes allegedly featuring Michelle Obama are worse than your worst nightmare. In his new role, Gibson's mission is clear: to bring predators to justice, root out Satanism, and rebuild Hollywood's tarnished legacy. But even a man with a famously strong stomach has been shaken to his core by the evidence he's uncovered. Gibson is pulling back the curtain on what he calls the incestuous evil relationship between Hollywood and Washington, D.C., a dark alliance that blurs the lines between entertainment and power. Get ready, because the truth is darker than you could ever imagine. Before we dive in, join the People's Voice Locals community if you haven't already, and sign up to become a member of the world's first ever cyber nation that truly believes in life, liberty, and the pursuit of your dreams. Visit joson.com and click the Join Us button today. It's completely free. Breaking news out of the Obama household raises the question: is absolutely everything about Barack and Michelle a carefully constructed lie? Obama attended a private dinner in a secluded room at Osteria Mozza in Washington, D.C. on the weekend, accompanied by an unidentified man. Where is Michelle Obama? The dark truth about Michelle Obama has been hiding in plain sight for years now. Michelle's high school boyfriend has confirmed she is in fact a biological male, and child rape victims are coming forward to testify that they were raped by the former First Lady when she was a man. Then there's the eye tests. Some cannot be unseen even if you scrub your eyes with bleach. Then there's Barack Obama, whose own family have outed him as a closeted homosexual, as has his college girlfriend and multiple former male lovers. How many people have to come forward before the liberal hordes accept their liberal pin-up boy might not be who he claims to be? If everything about the Obamas is a lie, then questions must be asked. Who are they? And why are the elites so determined to protect them? Let's face facts. There is a spiritual war raging for our souls and the future of Western civilization. Hollywood is at the center of this Luciferian agenda, spreading artfully created propaganda designed to turn father against son, husband against wife, and further divide society until we're weak, confused, and debilitated. Women are the givers of life and are critical to humanity's life cycle, which is why the satanic technocracy is using transgender ideology to dehumanize and eradicate them from the cultural lexicon. Step forward the Obamas. Darlings of the international left, they are the poster couple of the New World Order's satanic spiritual war on humanity. Birds of a feather flock together, and Obama's friends are slowly but surely being exposed as pedophiles, perverts, and all-round bad eggs.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Daddy for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about giving back.
Since we applaud you, and I want to apologize for not sweating, but I do this so much. I'm so cool. I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool, and I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
T-shirt. I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be sweating just like me.
Industry sources warned for years that Diddy's parties were one of the global elite's playgrounds, where they could satisfy their worst impulses with trafficked minors and coerced child stars. Diddy was operating the Hollywood version of Jeffrey Epstein's brazen VIP pedophile blackmail operation, and according to investigators, he ensnared high-profile figures, including Barack and Michelle Obama. Step forward Mel Gibson, who has volunteered his services for the people free of charge as an ambassador to Hollywood, to eradicate the industry of pedophiles and Luciferians and make Hollywood great again.
Also with us tonight is a great actor, tremendously talented guy, Jon Voight, who's great, and a friend of mine. And Sylvester Stallone is here. Great guy. And you know, I got Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, and Jon Voight to become ambassadors to Hollywood, California, to put it back on track. So they're all ambassadors. You have to refer to them as ambassador, Mr. Ambassador.
Trump says he's calling on the men to kickstart the golden age of Hollywood. They will serve as special envoys to me for the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years to foreign countries, back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. These 3 very talented people will be my eyes and ears, and I will get done what they suggest. Which is very bad news for Michelle Obama, who is reportedly at the head of Gibson's list of perverts with skeletons in their closet who are influencing the Hollywood agenda for the worse. Remember the freedom scene in Braveheart? That'll be nothing compared to the moment figures like Obama are finally exposed and brought to justice.
I'll tell you, I saw Braveheart. I think Mel Gibson is a very good guy. I've met him a number of times, good guy. But I'll tell you, that was super Mel Gibson in his prime.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I was on a plane, and there was absolutely nothing to do. It was one of these planes that you couldn't make calls, you couldn't do, and they had tapes.
That's all planes for us.
And they showed me they showed me, sir, we have 20 tapes. And I looked at the tapes, and they were all, and this was like 20 years after it was made. This was probably 6 years ago. I never saw Braveheart.
Okay.
And they showed me a tape. I said, all right, let's put that one on. And within about 4 minutes, I said, this may be the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Incredible. It's incredible.
Within 4 minutes.
No, I'm a Braveheart fan. But you've seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I saw it with my mom.
I
She
mean,
was
how
emotional
good,
for like a week.
I wish I saw it with my mother. But it was good.
Was that your Braveheart moment, like after getting shot when you stood up?
No.
No, never
You
take
don't
my
think
freedom.
of that in those moments. You do what you do.
Yeah, thank God you weren't thinking about Mel Gibson.
No, but he's good. But he was when he in prime time, he was
unbelievable.
I mean, at
What a run.
that, his look, his way, and you couldn't have had a better guy playing it.
As the elite continue to wage a spiritual war against humanity, it's never been more important to understand who Michael LaVaughn Robinson really is. Now that Trump has signed an executive order banning censorship, the disturbing truth about her troubling history of sexual abuse has a chance of reaching the masses. And we've got all the details after this important word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is pillsforever.com. If you think Big Pharma have your best interests at heart, think again. Under Biden, the price of medicine in America has skyrocketed, and there are certain medicines Big Pharma don't want you to know about. That's why I've partnered with pillsforever.com. All of their FDA-approved medicines are the cheapest you'll find anywhere. More importantly, you can order medicines that Big Pharma don't want you to have, such as ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and fenbendazole. Speaking of fenbendazole, not only does it get rid of parasites that live inside your body, there have been studies that show fenbendazole can help with cancer. Listen to this testimony of Joe Tippins, a cancer survivor, thanks to fenbendazole.
2 years ago, Joe Tippins says he was told to go home, call hospice, and say his goodbyes. The doctors were unanimous. He was going to die of small cell lung cancer.
Once that kind of cancer goes that far afield, the odds of survival are less than 1%, and the median life expectancy is 3 months.
Tippins says he got a tip, not from a pharmacist, but a veterinarian. And in his desperation, he turned from people medicine to dog medicine. Specifically, fenbendazole.
My insurance company spent $1.2 million on me with traditional means before I switched to a $5 a week medicine that actually saved me.
Get 15% off using coupon code People's Voice at the checkouts. Please click the link below this video or call 256-664-4170 to take advantage of this fantastic offer. Is the Diddy scandal set to blow the lid off the whole rotten club? Bieber tried to warn us about the truth in 2017, but the mainstream media were ordered to silence his voice and bury the story. In 2017, Bieber told hundreds of people at a Bible study class in Los Angeles that he had woken up to the evils of the music industry and needed to get out because it's controlled by the absolute worst kind of people, pedophiles. Hollywood parties were attended by VIP elites, including Barack and Michelle Obama, according to one of Diddy's sex slaves, who's blown the whistle on their degrading behavior behind closed doors. Michelle is actually a man, according to the whistleblower, and she raped Justin Bieber and other minors on at least 2 occasions, including once on camera.
I met Justin when he was still a 15-year-old kid, around the time he was hanging out with Diddy and Usher. I think I was drawn to him because of how overwhelmed he seemed, almost more shocked by what was happening around us than I was. He wasn't like the others, he still had this innocence, and I could see he was trying to make sense of it all, just like I was. But I think it was his innocence that attracted the pervs too. He was their favorite. Everybody had to have a piece of Bieber. He used to kind of like just zone the fuck out. My therapist says it's a form of disassociation. Some people do it when they are deeply traumatized. After a party, Justin would claim he couldn't remember anything. Even when there were super famous people at the party like the Obamas, and they had both been intimately involved with him. You've got to understand what these parties were all about. They were sex parties, no holds barred. But it wasn't just consenting adults getting freaky. These were freak-off parties. The more deranged, the better. I'm talking stuff with kids and animals, violence, degradation, even murder. Diddy used to sit in the corner giving himself, pleasure. Or he'd sit in other rooms watching the action on hidden cameras. He loved it when the Obamas were there because he used to say Michelle was his favorite person in the world. She has a larger penis than Barack, and she loves minors. She raped Justin at least twice that I know about. But he used to claim he couldn't remember anything. I saw it happen once in the same room as me, and I have seen another time on tapes that are doing the rounds in the industry. Everything is on tape. I mean, everything. And it's not just the Obamas. I personally know 3 people. 3 people I'm 100% certain who died because Diddy's friends thought they couldn't be trusted with what they knew. This isn't about me. There are networks of abusers all over the country. Everybody knows about Jeffrey Epstein, but he was just one of many. I'm speaking out because of all the young people who are still trapped, who are given no way out. It's about exposing the hypocrisy of these people who hide behind their power, pretending to be role models while they destroy our lives. The world needs to know what really happens behind the scenes.
We couldn't agree more that the whole world needs to wake up to the truth about the global elite. The entertainment elite are in panic mode as their links to the globalist elite and VIP sex parties is blown wide open. Industry insiders are warning against underestimating how deep the rabbit hole goes. The entire industry is rotten to the core, and household names are set to be thrown under the bus of public outrage as damaging leaks continue emerging. A child sex victim has also blown the whistle on Michelle Obama and testified that she raped her when Michelle was a man.
So the names that you just mentioned, Barack Obama, Steven Tyler, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama, have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
These people participated in sex abuse firsthand with you?
Yes. Everybody is complicit. Everybody is complicit. It is covered up by your local FBI. It is covered up by your local police department. It is underground tunnels. There's a whole world.
These people were in a room with you and they raped you. I mean, there's no other, I want to be absolutely 100% candid. Barack Obama, yes. Joe Biden, these people raped you.
We have police reports, we have rape kits, we have information, we have videos, we have so much. This is all about power and control. MK Ultra is a mind control programming. It happens to Hollywood elites. It is happening right now to Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, many celebrities just like them. But nobody understands and nobody knows because it's a part of control. It's like someone has the remote to someone's life and no one knows who's pushing the buttons.
Ali Carter is right when she says that everybody in the establishment is complicit. This is the reality of our diseased, evil world. There are thousands of pedophiles in high positions throughout every part of our society, from the judicial system to education, law, and child protection services. We are living in a world where Michelle Obama's high school boyfriend can confirm that she's a biological man, and the mainstream media, whose job is to inform the masses, decides to cover up the story. Unfortunately for the mainstream media, the evidence against the Obamas does not end there, and they simply can't cover up the kind of truth that we have up our sleeve. According to official documents obtained from the Illinois State Board of Elections, former First Lady Michelle Obama was registered to vote as a man from 1994 until 2008. The official documents also reveal Obama officially changed her sex to female in 2008, the same year her husband was running for the presidency. The official documents were obtained from the state of Illinois by liberal documentary maker Joel Gilbert, who explains he decided to take a serious approach to learn about Michelle Obama's background because the mainstream media refuses to touch the topic. But Gilbert didn't expect to find proof that she registered to vote as a man for 14 years. It's all just one big coincidence, according to the mainstream media, who is saying we shouldn't believe our own eyes, high school boyfriends, former gay lovers, multiple credible allegations, or official government documents. According to the media, we also should not believe Barack Obama's own family members when they blow the whistle about who Michelle really is. On Twitter, Barack's older brother Malik has repeatedly hinted that he knows the truth about the Obamas. He also hinted that he understands his sister-in-law Michelle is not exactly what she claims to be, before he suddenly clammed up, deleted the original tweet, and refused to confirm or deny the allegations about Michelle, whom he continues to call Big Mike. Malik obviously does not want to go the same way as Joan Rivers, who died after what was supposed to be a minor throat procedure, less than 2 months after exposing the Obamas.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
Barack Obama himself has repeatedly slipped up and called her Michael over and over again.
Men and women of the finest military in the world. Most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah, Michael and I.
Is anything scary?
You know, well, when Michelle's mad,
Have you ever met a man who accidentally calls his wife by a man's name repeatedly? The Obamas have been pretending to be something they're not since they first emerged on the national scene. Here at the People's Voice, we want you to join us in our mission to spread the word and defeat the evil. Subscribe to the channel, tell your friends and family about us, and join the People's Voice Locals community for exclusive and uncensored content. I hope to see you there. Today's video is brought to you by IPv6ers. Are you a content creator who wants to publish information online without Big Brother spying and censoring your every move? IPv6ers is set to revolutionize the way information is disseminated on the internet by eliminating the need for big tech companies to provide unreliable, overpriced services such as self-hosting, email, and data management. IPv6ers enables an easy and accessible way for you to host your own web and email server with direct end-to-end connections and enhanced security. This means no snooping from Big Brother and no interference from the technocratic elite. If Hillary Clinton can get away with running her own server, why shouldn't you? Go to thepeoplesvoice.tv/IPv6 to sign up, or click the link below this video to take back control of the internet and win the info wars against the globalists. If you like our content, help support our sponsor IPv6ers and go to thepeoplesvoice.tv/IPv6 today. Thank you IPv6ers for making this video possible.